It's Wednesday, August 19th. It's 3 o'clock. Dow is up. NASDAQ's down. S&P is down. What's going on, man? If you watch me regularly, I didn't make a video yesterday, so I apologize about that. I wanted to get on here, but I just couldn't. So we on here today, and the market, I would say it's almost kind of flattish. It's just weird. It was up big, kind of went down because of the Fed minutes. That's why I got this screen up for the most part, because the Fed said, I guess the minutes came out of the meeting and the market just kind of took a tank. You know, we'll look at that. It's trying to work its way back up now, but I guess, you know, the Fed officials expect that the coronavirus will weigh heavily on the economy. And why do the stocks go down on that? I mean, is this something we don't know? This is something that's happening and already happening, but the markets wanted to kind of give up all the gains on the Fed minutes, on things that we already knew. Sometimes I just don't get that. And maybe it's just people trying to sell it off. Hold on a minute. You know, I don't know. All right, let me get the comments up. All right, so enough of that. Oh, yeah. Something else I wanted to show you guys on here. Oh, just looking at right here. So coronavirus, this is a live update. The CDC to monitor, the CDC to monitor sewage systems for virus. Schools likely years from returning normal. Just kind of think about that and let that set in. And is it just the schools? You know, we're just probably just years being normal for a lot of different things. I mean, I almost think this is why the stock market is probably rallying, because it's almost like a new economy is forming, even like the death of one economy and the birth of a new one. And I don't know, man. You just got to kind of think of something to get you give you some reason why stocks is going up. What's up, Mr. JRH? So I don't know. That's my reasoning. But up every day, Apple, $1 trillion company today. I should have started with that one. But let's look at the SP real quick. This is the 15-minute chart, and I'm just going to draw a simple trend line, right? And you can see where we are, and possibly we bounce up. If you go from this point to here, let's go to here. That was about 0.25%. From this point to here, this high point, that's 0.89%. So here, and I will have to actually go all the way up here. If that were to play out, we'll come up to here, somewhere around 340, you know. So it's just my little way of doing a technical analysis. I mean, everything is all cool. We bounced off the trend line. Anytime there's a little selling, it just comes right back with buying. But this is only a 15-minute chart. It only goes back to 2 days. Let's go up the 4-minute chart and draw some trend lines and see everything is kind of normal, right? Go closer to here. It's just riding along the trend. Everything looks A-okay. So here's the minute chart right there, the sell-off. You can see it happening. I'll pull it up over here on this big screen. And you can see that's when the minutes came out, right at 2 o'clock. Boom, the market drops. Now it's trying to work its way back. The typical V I talk about, right? Everything just gets bought back up. You know, they can't go down for long. Cashmatic, Trump winning the election? Nope, not in my opinion. I really don't know. I think he's going to win on a fix. And other than that, no. Let's say if it's a straight, no fix, no, normal. I don't think so. And yeah, I just showed that little SPI. I see it going another percent higher. Yeah, I mean, look at what's happening now. It's just buying it back. Look at this little cup and handle, Just doesn't seem like it wants to sell off. Check out Google. Now, I wanted to be on yesterday because my stocks ripped yesterday. Walmart, y'all saw what happened with earnings, right? Google just took off. I don't look at Carrier. And Facebook, I sold my Uber. I should have stayed in it. That was a put. What is it at 29? Should have kept it, but I didn't like the way it kind of fought its way back above resistance, so I just got out. And I'm in this other one, Lancadia Holdings. They do Golden Nugget online casino. It's a SPAC. Well, this is so it's I just bought a call in it. It's a little spec play. I'm gonna go with online gaming. I like the charts. I was cued to it listening to CNBC, and I liked what the guy had to say. and I pulled up the stock, I pulled up the chart. So I was like, you know what? I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Um, what I really like about it is how they're almost a leader in live. What is that? Live dealer type gaming. It's because I think online gaming is a scam, but live dealer, if you got somebody live and he's flipping cards or spinning the roulette wheel and you're looking at live video where the ball's gonna drop, I think I like that. So maybe that takes off because I think the casinos definitely gotta change. They got to find a new way because I think the old way is going to be dead for some time. Just like schools are, not going to be the same for years. I think it's going to be the casinos, the cruises, the movie theaters. I think all of that's going to be different for probably a number of years. I think at least a year. So I think I'd jump into there. Hey, babes, how you doing? Google. I'm going to pull up that real quick. Remember, I've been trading this. I don't like the, well, that's trading like the market. And you could kind of see what's going up here with the weekly, right? It's almost kind of bounce. Yeah, going back up. Let's look at the 4 hour. And I want to zoom in here. And let's get rid of all these lines. And you can see, well, if I zoom in right there, you can see how I was playing all that resistance. I was pointing out all the times it was hitting resistance. We bust through it. We came back, checked it right there. Scroll over a little bit, right? And then off to the races. So I like it. I sold some more puts underneath here. Hopefully we don't revisit that 1500 for some time, at least until my puts go off. So if you look right here, right here was about 1521. And look at the volume coming in, man. Right? And this is the 4 hour chart. Look at the up, look at the volume. You didn't see volume like that in some time. So they're definitely buying this one up for whatever reason. And y'all know I always liked it. There we go. Little circle. I always liked it. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get on yesterday, man. My stocks was kicking ass yesterday, boy. Same with Facebook. It went where did it go today? I thought, the pullback in the market at 2 o'clock kind of ruined things. This is the hourly. Yeah, we was up to 267 today. I was like, all right, look at this, starting to break out again out of this little consolidation area. So we had one there, and I just draw one quick right here. But kind of came back in the zone. Let's see if we can break out of there to the upside, which I do think we are going to do. Let's pull up that true $1 trillion company. And this thing, look, it has no dips and valleys. Look how they just buying it right back up right here on the minute chart. This one is definitely Ving. And I mean, this is something I don't get. I just don't get it. So I really can't even talk about it because I don't get it. Is it the split? Maybe. I mean, Tesla went from 13 to 1800 in the blink of an eye. Bring up Tesla, right? And that was when they was going to split. So splits is the key, man. If the next company announces split, Amazon, Google, Chipotle, I guess you got to get on it. Just buy calls. Just buy. As soon as they say split, the stock will be up 7% in the overnight. That's okay because nobody got in. Nobody got in on that. And as soon as it opens, go ahead and buy your calls and ride it out for another 20%. That seems to be the play because that's what's happening. Even though there's no value being created, just wants to, go higher. I don't know. What are you guys trading, man? Because this video is almost over. I talked about all the stocks I've been trading. Look at Walmart down 323. I was up big in Walmart yesterday. I'm not worried about today's drop. Where is it trading? That's 132.50. Remember, I sold these 133 calls for $3, and now it's 77 cents. I've been selling calls. I was hoping to get out of this trade this week, but it didn't. I don't know if it's going to work out, man. I wanted to close at 133. If it doesn't, if it stays 132 or below, 133 and below, I'll sell some more calls, and I just keep doing it because I really like the stock. What allows me to sell calls is these 70 calls I got here that expire 30 days from now. I bought those for $6,000 each, and I just been selling $2 to one. I think what is this, third, fourth week straight. So that's up for the position $439. So I'll take it. Look, even I'm saying this is up $11 to call, but the calls that I've been selling, I'm up way more. I think I pulled up my overall P&L on Walmart. I'm up like $900 on it on this trade alone. These two, and then not including that. These are almost, I won't call them leaps. I don't know why Walmart just keeps selling off. Why does it keep selling off after the great earnings? The online earnings were up 90%. And here's that sell off. And they did it way back here, right? It opened up here and sold way off here. So I'm looking out for that. I'm like, is this thing going to do the same thing it did last earnings, which is opened up at 131 and it went down to 121? Is it going to do, it looks like it wants to do the same thing, right? So I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not going to let that go too low because I just got to keep an eye on that. If it does the same thing it did. And weird, because Target had great earnings, but they're giving this one a lot of love, up 12%. This one's not pulling back. You know, so look at that, man. Wow. That's what I was actually expecting from Walmart. And you get it with Target, you know, so there it is. Unbelievable. So maybe people are selling Walmart to get into Target. That could be what's going on. Let's look at the what is that? The heat map. There we go. So we can see what's going on. Google down. These stocks were up. I know Google was up. You know, Amazon was up, I believe. But Facebook's still up. Apple, of course. See what? Look at Walmart, bright red. Oh, real estate. The REITs are down. All of them, except for that. What is that? Weyerhaeuser. I think they deal with paper or timber. You know, timber prices are through the roof. All that wood. Utilities. Yeah, almost everything is up except for, looks like REITs and the semis. That could change today. That's right. NVIDIA reports after the bell. Let me pull that up real quick. And man, it's so. If I have to make a prediction, I want to say it goes lower because I just feel it's overbought, but I think it goes higher because everything is going higher. Right? So I think it goes lower, but since everything is going higher, I think this one goes higher. The only one that messed up was what was that? Intel? Was Intel, right? That AMD ripped. I mean, Qualcomm ripped. What's another big one? Micron. Micron tanked, right? I think they came out. Yeah, look at what it's doing. So yeah, Micron wasn't successful. You had Taiwan Semi, TW. What is that? Taiwan. I always mess that. TWC. Oh, I don't know it. I don't know. I forgot it. I always mess that ticker. TWN. TWN. I could spell it, but I don't know how to spell Taiwan. Oh man. So yeah, you know, NVIDIA. I think let's see. I mean, that might bring the semis to life tomorrow. You see they are down today. Where's it at? Where'd they go? Right here. Only thing up is this Broadcom. I won't say the only thing. And what's this green one down here? Microchip Technology. So it's very interesting. Seems like there's a lot of up. Here's one thing that's kind of making me go about this market. And here's the advanced decline line. It's actually 7. It's basically flat today. This is the 4-hour chart. Look what's happening, right? This goes way back to what date is this? 6/12, right? June 12th, right? Look at what's happening. How it's just coming into a narrow range, right? And here's the start where we had that explosion in volatility with the virus, right? Way over here. This is February 18th, and you can see it just expanded. Now we're coming down. Markets tanked with the explosion. So with the implosion, do they rip? You know, is it the opposite? I don't know. I really don't know what this means. I'm trying to figure it out. But that's coming in, right? There's really have been stocks haven't really been advancing hard or declining hard. It's just been up or down. Nothing's really, you know, happening, right? Like now the Dow's up 30 but the advanced decline line is only 12, meaning the same amount of stocks. Well, I shouldn't. This is for the Nasdaq. So what's the Q? All right, the Q's is, I don't know, it's down 0.35%, but they basically flat. If I pull up the ticks with the stocks ticking up versus ticking down, and you see the yellow line there, this is the 1 hour chart. You can see there's no extreme ticking going on. No $1,000, no 1,000-point plus or minus prints. That's just weird. You know, it's just seems like, you know, yeah, for days. I mean, it's been like that. So it's just weird. It's like nobody's trading, or I don't know what it means really. I don't know, but I'm just noticing that it makes you go, If you look at the 4 hour, if I pull that in here, well, maybe the hour. Get rid of some of that noise. Generally, you could fade these, right? So if you look here, right, we had a couple of negative 1,000 ticks. This was August 11th at 3:30. August 11th at 3:30. Now let me pull up the SPY. August 11th. Let's go to August 11th, right, at 3:30. Come on, work. That's right here. That's the down. Look at that. Boom. That was the low. You could have bought that negative tick and wrote it up, right? So check this out. That was that. What was that here? August. Let's go to August 13th. Here's the next negative, right? This is August 14th, 9:30. 9:30, August 14th. Let's bring back the SPY. What did I say? 9:30, August 14th? Man, that's right here. Right here. This, oh, wait a minute. August 14th. Oh, 9:30 in the morning. This one. And it's kind of a low. But then we come down here. See how we get this low right here? Let me zoom in. This is interesting as well, because this is August 14th at 3:30. Now I'm going to go back to those ticks. August 14th at 3:30. August 14th. And right here, there's the bar for that. Look how we didn't even tick negative, and we went down. I was like, whoa. So we had all that selling, but the ticks wasn't really selling like that. That's just weird. It's just weird. What does that mean? I don't know. But it's just something to look at. You know, you said NVIDIA contracts too expensive on both sides. That means you could sell them. You could sell that condor. Probably won't really move, and both sides will lose. You know what? You're probably right. When it's like that, it don't move at all. The market tries to prove everybody wrong. You got people buying calls, buying puts, waiting for the big move either way, and it just kills y'all in volatility. It just sucks. It just wipes it out because it don't move at all. So you could sell it and try to make some money, but then it'll move against you. Let me see. It's expecting a 32-point move by Friday, 27-point move today, right? So that it's only moving 3. It's the market maker move, 27. And if I add up the straddle, 16 plus 14, basically, that's showing 30. So, but this expires Friday, and that's what we got here, 32. So this is the move I think they're expecting today. I don't know if that move counts. Does a 3-point, as of right now, does that change basically? So is it 24 points more to go? Anyway, that's what they're expecting the move to be. If you were to buy a call, it's going to cost you, at the money call is going to cost you $1,600. It's got to move at least 16 points, you know, because tomorrow's Thursday. I mean, it's got to move. If you were to buy that, the stock's got to move. Otherwise, you're going to find all of that extrinsic value just get sucked out, you know, and you're going to be like, wow, went up 10 points, but I'm losing, you know. So you have to be careful. But what you can do, I never do it. They expecting a 27-point move. So you come down, you know, what is it, 486. So you come 27 points away. What does that bring? Let me see. So 486. Oh, my calculator's dead. 486, 496, 106. That's 20. 16, 15, 14, 13. So like, so say you sell this 515, right? Sell a spread. I couldn't just sell that straight out. I don't have the account like that. You can sell that 515, 520 for 92, and just hopefully it doesn't reach there, and you'll make 92 cents. If it goes through there and goes to that 520, you're gonna lose $4.05. So it's I don't know. You have to decide if that's good enough or not. And generally, I think people play both sides. Then they'll come down here 27 points below and sell that, and maybe they'll get another 90 cents or a dollar. And you only could lose on one way, one side. So let's say if I doubled it, let's say it was a dollar each. That means I would have collected $2 of credit, right? But the most I could lose is $4. So it's kind of, you're playing the odds and you're playing the market. I never do that. I always lose. So I don't even try. I do think this, though. I think what the trade is if this thing pulls in, is to buy it. I think that's the buy. Let's look at this trade. I think that's the play. So you got the trend line, right? It's been going nicely across the trend line. Look how far extended away it is. It makes me think it doesn't want to go higher. But I don't know, this market's been weird. So let's say the sell-off brings it back in, 27 points. We're at 487, 27, 87, 77, 67, 60. Brings it to 460. Still, it's right there. Support. But basically, it brings it closer to this trend line. So as it comes down, you could buy it and still play that uptrend. So I think that's the play. If it comes down, let it come in. You might even be able to sell some put spreads on that whoosh. And I bet you I bet you the downturn is not significant. Not sustainable. It'll just because I think people want to get into this, and they gonna use that to get in. With that being said, since people would want to do that, I don't think it's gonna happen, and I think it goes up. But since it's already up so much, I actually think like JRH, and it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere, man. It just goes up and down 2-3 points. It makes everybody in those options a loser, except for the sellers. You said if you sell calls or puts and it moves like Target and get my ass handed. Exactly, man. That's why I don't play it. It's like I'd rather play, if I want to collect pennies in front of the steamroller, trying to sell in front of it for collecting 80 cents and you could lose 420. I'd rather do that over a 30-day period. That way you could, with 30 days to go, that way you could see yourself slowly losing that money and you could say, you know what, I'm out. Kind of like with silver. You remember my silver trade? But that happened, went down 15% one day. I lost all my money. No, I didn't lose all my money, but the spread, man, I lost $500. I think I was only trying to get $400 or $500. So I lost like 100 of what I was expecting to make. So I just got out, and I know I called I bought in on the top and I got out on the bottom. What are we at in silver today? Is it still coming? Well, maybe not. Looks like it's still. There was the plunge. I got in here. I got out here. And it went up a little bit. Stochastic looks like it wants to maybe it's going to turn a little bit. It's down 3.5 today. Yeah, you see that? It came up. I don't know. Too volatile for me. I just can't play it. But, yeah, Target always been ripping like that, man. It's up 12%. I mean, if you go back and look at Target earned calls, here's another one. I think they sold off here. This one, it looks like it ripped and then sold off. I don't know. Target moves big, though, right? Look at that chart in Target. So that's Target. Let's look at the 4 retailers, because that's all that's going to be left. There's Costco, Walmart. I didn't realize Walmart's that steep when you look at the monthly. And, of course, Amazon, which is insane, So look at Amazon selling off, down 43. Interesting. That means the market must be selling off. Yeah, the Dow's down 26. NASDAQ is down 57. What's my Google doing? Google did that. I sold some puts in Google, so I'm down $91. Yeah, it's down 175. I don't know, all over the place. I got in early, and yeah, I don't know. I think Apple reached $1 trillion, 2 trillion. So I think you figure temporary top. You figure we broke the high a couple of days ago and then sold off. Then we came back up and broke the high. Then we break the I think we beat the S&P. Now Apple reached 2 trillion, so we of course I guess we got to sell off again. But I don't know. I don't know how sustainable the sell-offs are. I don't know. Everything is fake, as I call it. Yeah. So George, that's right. We just got done talking about that in the video, and I. What do you got put on there? What are you playing it? I'm thinking it doesn't move as much as the options are pricing, therefore making all call buyers or put buyers lose money. So that's what I say, and I think Mr. JRH co-signs with me. So interesting what your take is. But the funny thing, the stock, I don't think Target was expected to move like 17%. I think when it opened up, and I don't think it was expected to move like that, but it did. Look at that. That is a crazy chart. Just from here to here is 289%, and that was from June a year, 1 year, 289% in a year. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, sucks that I missed it. And then from here, let me see something to here. Ooh, that's 1100%, and that started in what day is this? Get rid of that. 15 to 19. It's like 1700%. This stock has just been on fire. Wow. And there was your pullback, and that was a chance for us to all get in, and we probably missed the boat. Yes, you long holding. I think like I said, I think if it went down, it's a buying signal. I mean, to buy it, you're probably good if you're long and long term. I think you're probably good. I mean, Nvidia is in a class by itself. You said traders closed their positions in Walmart and went to Target. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They just said, they're going to Target. But I'm going to hang on, and I'm going to still work that strategy of selling these calls in Walmart until those long calls expire. Next week, as long as it don't drop too much, because it's been trading virtually sideways. See that? It really hasn't been doing much. Well, that's a couple of days. I don't want to count yesterday. Let's pull up the hourly. I see it just in this area. It's been allowing me to collect, right? Not too much, 130, 132. Anyway, I'm going to be, that's my plan, to sell a little, just to try to sell some more. And I'll decide Friday when I see how much premium I can get. I might go down and sell the 132s. Oh, this is bear flagging right here. Look at that. I don't know. The way the market looks right now, it looks like we want to sell off. Oh my gosh, look, we're getting 1,000-point tick. I was just talking about it. We got one. We got one. It just almost reached it. The low, 963. We almost got 1,000-point tick in the sell-offs, in the ticks. Meaning that's many ticks ticking down versus ticking up. And that hasn't happened since August 14th, which was a buy signal. So maybe that little whoosh, maybe that's it. I don't know. But sometimes you get, a couple like here, right? Let's see what happens. Here went down, and then look, we got 1,400 on the upside. These always happen on openings. And see what happens. Let's see if it bounces up in the positive area or whatever. I don't know what news is happening. I don't know why the sell off. Maybe it's Apple. Maybe it's the Fed. whatever. But is this sustainable? Is it buyable? Are people gonna buy it? I don't know. Is this the beginning? But there's my little trend line for the hour chart, and it looks like we're kind of trying to break it right there, right? So maybe this is going to be, that makes me want to buy a put, you know. But we're going into the close. We'll see. Facebook's up. Beyond Meat's up. When stocks are down like this, by the way, this is a way you could find winners. Stocks that could win. There's my Twitter that I got out. I just can't trade that. Facebook is up, right? Facebook is up, and the Qs are down 0.43. Twitter's up 1%. Nikola is up. And of course, Apple still up. That is weird. So the stock that bust 2 trillion in market cap is up. And the market's just, maybe that's the key. You know, when Apple starts going down, sell everything. But yeah, that's just what's up, man. Anyway, the stocks that I'm in, the only stock that I've been getting lucky on is, I guess, Facebook. Walmart yesterday, but it didn't stick. And Google's a grind. Playing Google's been a grind, man. Truly a grind. It is right at the level of to where it kind of had that earnings. Where was earnings? Over here. See, it broke that level. Actually makes me feel good. I thought it was higher than that. I thought it was over here. But there, it broke that level. So that makes me feel good that it's higher than when earnings came out, right? So I like that. I like this as a play. Hopefully it doesn't give anything back, because if the market tanks, it'll give it all back. It'll be right down here somewhere. I gotta go ahead and end this video, y'all. Like you said, traders close their position. Yeah, I think Walmart will pop again when we get another stimulus. Yeah, what are they waiting for? Very disappointing, you know. It's disappointing. So now the problem is the USPS. They're gonna have that Louis DeJoy, talking to him tomorrow and Monday. So I hope that's on TV. Of course, I work for the post office, so I'm interested to see what he says. And yeah, that seems to took the forefront a little bit. Makes you almost think there isn't gonna be no stimulus. But I don't know. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this video, y'all. Unless y'all got something to say, Dre Trades, Twitter and Instagram. Sorry, I'm a little boring. You know, I don't know. I'm in the same stocks. I've been making pretty good money. I remember I made a video saying just trade no more than 5 stocks. So I was thinking about a video where I show you my equity curve, and the thing is going straight up. Well, not straight up like some of these stocks, but up. And I haven't really been. I've been in the same stocks, you know. So it kind of tells you that you don't really have to jump all around. You know, just find some favorites and just trade them, just play them, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been working for me. So I'm not all over the place trying to catch, I guess, like a lot of other traders, you know, in the hot stocks, and they got all the list up and stuff, and they trying to jump around. And when I did that, like in silver, I got burnt. So I just like staying in the same stocks. I've been looking at Amazon to get a play in, but I just get nervous in it because it's just so high. And so I get a little nervous. But I think I had a trade that just come off in Amazon. And let me see, filled. No, that must be my other account. Anyway, so you can see my Googles. I closed 2 Googles. No, I bought 2. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. With Google, I sold some puts. I'm just gonna go over this real quick. I've sold the 1500 450 right in here. I was like surprised at a little breakout we got. I sold it right here, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at that, it came down. Then I sold another one. I just sold another one, so I got 2. And then look, we're right here at the bottom again. And I was like, all right, I made a good decision. Shoot, I made a good decision because on that second one, you see, we went down here from 144 or 5 or so to 168, and then now we're down here again to 148 again. So it's all over the place, but it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. And this was because of the market. right? If the market was kind of a little positive, this would be up. And remember, this stock, the reason why I like it, I like the action. I like what's happening here, right? Then a little consolidation. But the stock is not doing what everyone is doing. This, it's not doing that straight hockey stick up. So I feel safer in something like this because it was here for weeks. It was here, right? It was the same price over here. Let me pull up the 4-hour. Here was earnings, right? Here was earnings. We was 145. That's where we are today. Come back here. Well, I won't count that. But we was where am I at? July 10th. We've been same level since July. Here it is August, a whole month ago. And then even if you go pre-COVID, we was only at 15.19. I mean, so it has not hockey sticked. If you look at that, door straight across, it's just struggling right at those highs. And hopefully you can see it peak its head above. Pull that over. So hopefully it can get some traction, just kind of take off, maybe reach 1600 or so. So that's why I'm kind of putting a lot of focus in on here. And like I said right here, look at the volume. I like that little volume, Where do you see that before? You don't really see it, but you see it here, and we got good movement to the upside. We had a little volume spike here, and look what happened, right? So you don't really see the volume on the down days. You don't really see that. You see it on the up days. Well, I can't move that. Let's see if I can stretch this out. Yeah, you see it on the up days. See, look at the down. So it shows me that there's buying actually going in. Oh, accumulation going into Google, right? So that's why I'm a little excited about here. You could see where the selling was, and this volume right here, I knew this was the bottom. It was what it traded 1, 2, maybe 4 times its normal volume in a 4-hour period. I think I said that in the video that I did this day, and I can't remember my trade, but that's crazy right there, right? That's crazy. So settled down, and that was the low. That was the low, right? If you could have bought there, and look at that, go straight up. So all right, man. You said you think. You said get you some outer money puts, selling these mailboxes back. Get you some outer OT. Get you some overtime putting those mailboxes back. You're right. By the way, me being a driver, getting a bunch of OT. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's everybody else, but nothing moves without the drivers. So, but we've been getting the OT's been there for me. You basically been trading the Qs, the SPYs, and IWM. Everything has been going up. Qs, the SPY. Ooh, they selling off, right? Dow's down 57.21%. SPX down 0.34. I can't find my NASDAQ stock. There it is, down 0.55. Yeah, they're selling it off. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but I was gonna say, everything. Look at the ticks. They're flirting with hanging out down there. So look, we finally got some, maybe not really, but some selling, some real selling, trying to come in. It's not really hitting that 1,000. Still didn't hit the 1,000, but it's lower than it's been for, as you can see, some time. Look at that. But everything's been going up, so you don't feel like a genius. I like picking stocks and feeling like a genius when you kind of pick the ones that's going up and everything else is going down. I like the way this IWM looks. I'm going to get rid of all of these drawings. Right, so you came up and look how it's just consolidating. Look at those two moving averages, the 9 and the 20, just together, waiting to expand. Hopefully, expands to the upside. So that was the monthly. There's the weekly, the daily. Yeah, I'm actually liking the way this looks, and it's up today. It's still up 0.25%. So that kind of tells you it wants to go higher in a way, right? The rest of the stocks are selling off. Nasdaq down 0.5%, SPY down 0.25%. Lost my Dow. Dow down 0.07%, and the small caps are up 0.3%. VIX is up 2.8%. That's not good. I'm waiting for these VIX to drop to below 20. But here's my line. Remember that? Remember that? Shoot. And I messed up my charts. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Remember this right here, that area right there? That was we kept getting those volatility spikes. And every time it hit here, I remember, and I had a good call. I actually bought some puts here, and sure enough, it went up. We came back down, and we've just been going down ever since. Here was a volatility spike, and right back down, and maybe it wants to do it again. But it's still, it's still not below 20. It's still relatively, I can't say the word, high there. And the VIX is actually showing that the stochastic is showing that maybe it wants to spike here. I don't know. But what you've been trading, JRH, I guess I like the IWM best. I should look at that to try to sell some puts against that on my next trade. I don't like the way it looks. I haven't traded the IWM in a while. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, possibly. And hope you like it, comment, subscribe. Well, you know the deal. And I'll talk to you guys later. Down 200 now. I was up as high as I think 1,400 today, earlier today, and now I'm down 200. So this portfolio is all over the place, mainly because of what's happening here at the Facebook. It's 262. I think it went up to 266, 267 today, I think. And of course this Google trade, I'm losing on it. Just put that on. Walmart, I don't feel bad about that one, but it's been dropping. I'm a little disappointed it went as high as 137 when it traded. When on earnings, now it's 132. So a little disappointed on that. And here's the VIX that's going up higher. Down 67. All right, man. I think the longer I'm talking, the faster the Dow's dropping. So I'm gonna help the market go back up by me signing off. All right, y'all. This is Dre. I see y'all tomorrow. Peace.